Slow. Yeah, you're good. Hi, I'm Phil from Driftworks. This is Jay, and this is our E92 M3 track car, which is for sale. So we thought we'd do a little walk around video of it because it's an interesting car anyway. It's one that you haven't really seen much on the channel. So yeah, we thought we'd go through some of the details and some of the good and bad points of it, and if anyone's interested they can then drop us a message and buy it straight away.
Can we call this an infomercial?
Infomercial, that's what Starkey would be proud, wouldn't he? Yeah. So yes, it is a 2012 E92 M3 in white. I think it's got about 50,000 miles.
Nearly 52,000 miles.
52,000 miles. It is an ex-Palmer experience car. So there was a few of these built, and they were very fancy. Probably cost Palmer like well over 100 grand each. I would have thought.
There would have been a lot
back in the day. But yeah, it's a very nice looking thing. We've done quite a bit of work to it ourselves. Nothing too serious. It's not one of the extreme builds that you see, sort of. or any of that. So yeah, it's a simple recipe track car, and it's James's, my business partner James, the other half of Driftworks, and he drove this for a little over a year before then getting contaminated by this man here and turning into front wheel drive losers club.
How dare you? Insulting all the viewers like that.
They're not my viewers, they're your viewers. No, as you can probably tell, I'm quite a big fan of rear-wheel drive. Yeah, racist. So the reason why this is being sold is because, well, it should have been sold a while ago because James bought a Clio and he's been having lots of fun in that. But actually now the Clio is going to be sold as well because we've now bought a GR Yaris for James instead.
You bought him that.
Yeah, I bullied him into it.
You bought him that and said, there you go, James, there's a Yaris.
Yeah. So I struggle with selling cars, especially really good ones like this. But we do have a slight issue that you can see in that we are rather packed for space. And we're actually struggling really badly next door in the real part of the business, next door for space, for actual stock, stuff that makes us money, because this side of the building is basically big fat waste of money, as fun as it is. So one of the sensible things to do is to sell this. So, as I say, it's a pretty simple recipe car. It's not got anything massively done to it. It's
completely standard engine.
Yeah, pop the hood. Why not, eh?
Open the bonnet, Phil.
Open the bonnet. It is, as I say, it's an ex-Palmer experience car, so it's done a lot of track miles, but it was very well maintained by them. It seems to have been anyway, and with whatever 52,000 miles, it's
never caused us any issue.
No, and the I don't think we've got it in paperwork anyway, but the old owner of this had the rod end bearings done.
You know, but all we've got is his word. But
yeah, but he seemed like a trustworthy guy. Yeah. Not short of a bob or two. No. The rest of the engine is just standard, basically. Yeah. We don't open this very often, so excuse if it's a bit dirty.
No, it did. It had an oil change before that last track day, July last year. It's done one.
Is that the last time it was used?
Yeah. Okay. So it's driven to Donington, from Birmingham to Donington and back, and done a track day on an oil change basically. So
yeah, and we use Castrol.
1060.
Yeah, which is the proper stuff. So yeah, mechanically it's awesome. It runs really nicely. Suspension, it's on Ohlins, but they're the kind of the road bias Ohlins.
I can't remember the actual name of the kit.
Yeah.
It's not the is it STX or something like that?
Yeah.
It's a street version.
Yeah, so when we first got this car, I did a lot of work to this car for James, sort of working out a way to make it handle nicer. It was very soft. It was extremely undersprung, I think, for a car of this size and weight. So we converted it to have HSD pillable, camber adjustable top mounts on it.
Yeah,
and
it's on standard top mounts.
Yeah, and I think it's on, I'm challenging my memory here, but it's like a 14K spring possibly at the front. Kind of track bias, but without being too stiff. The rear we've converted to a HSD spring adjuster, and I think it's on an 18 kilo or 20 kilo spring.
Rings a bell.
Yeah. It handles absolutely brilliantly. It is a huge amount of fun to drive, very predictable, very easy on the edge.
We forgot it's DCT, isn't it?
Yeah.
That should have been one of the first things.
Yeah. Correct gearbox, which I know a lot of you think is BS, but if you've never driven a DCT M3, it's not like an automatic. It's not like Slushmatic. It's not like any of the normal auto gearboxes. It's very performance orientated, and I had my own E92 M3 Alpine edition as a road car, which was DCT, and I had an E90 M3 which I used on track a lot, which was DCT as well. For me, it's unbeatable. You know, I do enjoy manual cars, obviously, like, you know, that one. But
and that one, you've gone to an awful lot of
I've converted
effort
that one to manual. But yeah, this is the recipe for me. Interior, other than a nice DCT shifter, it's pretty decent in here, isn't it? It's
not bad. It's still like a car when you sit in it.
Yeah, it's got some fancy door cards.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Fancy
They're moulded carbon, not just a flat sheet.
Yeah, you will have to forgive us a little bit, because not only is this something we've not really seen for a year-ish, it's kind of just been parked out the way in the trailer.
Yeah.
But it's also not our car, so we don't know 100% of everything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other bits in the interior. It's got Cobra Nagaro bucket seats, which are really good. I'm 6'2" and a bit overweight, and they're fine. And James is a lot smaller than me and not overweight.
They're on sliding rails as well.
Yep, and comfortable with a helmet on, even for me. That one's got lumbar support, I think. Yeah, so driver's side's got lumbar support. We've got the Driftworks TRS harnesses, which they're the fancy ones with the aluminium buckles on them.
You know, still in date, brand new stuff.
Yeah.
Who has in date seatbelts?
They're Alcantara leather and Alcantara with a white stitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a bolt-in cage, which was done for Palmer, I think. At the back, it did have a huge aluminium cover, because they ran on gas when they were at Palmer, I think. So we've removed all that. The gas tank was removed by the time we bought the car, but yeah, we've made it a bit lighter and nicer in there in general. I think, has it got a stereo?
Yeah, it's got standard CD. Is it a CD player? Yeah, standard CD player, but it's got the radio works. I can tell you that much for moving it about.
Have you got the key?
Is it in it? Have I lost it already?
Yeah, just show them the mileage. Why not?
Why not?
Show them has it got engine check lights?
Don't know.
What's the mileage say?
Unity FM. You can see, James. There you go.
Mileage is 51,989. Okay.
Yeah.
A nice steering wheel as well. Lovely.
Yeah. We will mention that someone has removed the handbrake for whatever reason, and it's never had one.
Yeah. So, yeah. Doesn't have a handbrake. It might be easy to put back in. It's never really bothered us, because when you put these into park, turn the engine off, they have a pin that drops through them, so they park perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Bodywork, I guess, is probably something we should go through.
It probably looks lovely on camera.
Yeah, it probably does, to be fair, because it's a white car. But yeah, it is not a perfect concours car by any stretch of the imagination. It's well used. I think pretty much every panel's got
something.
Point at some things. So what sort of issues are we talking about?
That's the worst. So the bumper has been punched in the face a bit there.
Yeah.
So
as far as we know, this has not had any crash damage as such, but it's definitely been pushed in there, hasn't it? But there's nothing structural or anything, is there?
The bumper's obviously been painted at some point. The paint's peeling.
Yeah, it's got a brand new. I think it's a brand new pre-preg splitter, isn't it, on there?
Yeah,
which James
organised that, or James organised that. There's a splitter in the skirts and back spat things.
Yeah, so bumper's a bit tired, like bonnet.
It's got bits of lacquer, not lacquer.
I can see some little ripples and stuff.
Yeah, there's something somewhere that I remember, but it's gone.
Is that?
Yeah, that.
I know. No.
There is something on it.
It's actually polished up, all right, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got dents.
You're giving it a wipe down, and it's not too bad.
Doors a bit creased there.
So like a parking thing or something. You can't really see, but there's. You see that
Quarter
maybe?
right. Yeah, that quarter's not bad.
Yeah.
Back on, it's okay. Boot lid's got an extra set of holes where the wings used to mount.
We changed the stanchions on this, James.
About this high,
yeah, well, it wasn't just that. They were there and there, and it looked real weird. So James made some new uprights for this, and it actually looks really nice. It's a very nice bit of kit.
Back arch has some little selections.
Dings.
Yeah, skirts have a few chips on them down there. It's the worst part of them.
Oh yeah. And then you can just see, it's just, you know, like I say, it's a 5 footer, 10 footer, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it looks, but when it goes past you on the straight,
it's super
perfect.
shiny.
Yeah.
And the roof, is the lacquer alright on that?
Lacquer's generally alright on the roof, yeah, it's not peeling terribly.
It has got some marks in it though, yeah. So yeah, you can see that shows up on the camera not quite nicely actually. So. It is not by any stretch of the imagination a mint car, but it is a hell of a good track car. And as I say, it looks pretty smart from 10 foot away. If you wanted to get it all spruced up, you know, it wouldn't be that much work to do, probably wouldn't cost you that much, but for us, it never bothered us. It was a track tool, and it does what it says on the tin.
Oh, we forgot the wheels and brakes.
Yeah, so work Emotion M8R, 19-inch. They are
285/35 on the back.
What good memory, good memory.
I didn't look at the front.
285/35, and I think they're 265/30 on the front. Where is it? Because I think we bought the wrong size to start off with these, so we've got a pair of 265/35 somewhere as well. Yeah, 265/30/19 on the front. Yeah. Brakes, APs all round. The calipers need a repaint, if you're bothered by such things. And I think they haven't got any lip at all on that. That must have been changed pretty recently. Brakes phenomenal on this thing, really amazing.
We've never done anything to them, it's just worked.
AP on the back again. And that has a bit of a lip, but nothing too bad. Pads wise, I'm not really sure what's in it.
No, I don't know.
See any signs of yellow?
We've never taken them out.
No. Again, it's not something that James has ever found the limits of.
I think all we've ever done on this car is change the oil.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, he's pretty much just got in it
when he needs to.
Driven to and from whatever track he wanted to.
And change the oil.
Gone fast and then come home.
Yeah.
Exhaust, that's worth mentioning.
Exhaust, that's not standard.
No, it's super quiet. I think it's got Evolve decats on it, and I think it's got the Evolve map to go with it as well, because otherwise you get like engine check lights on.
Right.
But it is super quiet. It's got these quite strange tips.
Yes.
Sort of oval. They're kind of AC Schnitzer style tips, aren't they?
It's I would say quieter than standard.
I think it is. I think it's...
You definitely won't have any problem at any track.
No, like any 98 dB day, you're going straight through, no problem at all.
I bet it was made to pass the 80 odd dB ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Quiet.
So yeah, it's absolutely fine for pretty much any track in the UK. I'd say I'd guarantee it. But yeah, there you go. Really nice, really simple track day recipe, E92 M3, rear wheel drive, man's car, not like him.
Down with the kids, Nick.
Down with the kids, yeah. And I think we agreed it's up for sale at 24,000 quid. So if you're interested in it, you want to know any more details, drop us a message through the Driftworks Facebook account, or you can email shop@driftworks.com, and that will be forwarded to me, and I'll try and answer anything I can for you. Obviously, you're welcome to come and have a look at the car. We won't be doing any hooligan test drives. Probably about it, really. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
At Driftworks, we've helped over 50,000 happy customers since 2004. Our huge online parts store is simple to use, with superb shipping rates to anywhere in the world, and finance options available for UK customers. We live and breathe wheel fitment, so if you have any questions about your own car or any of our products before placing an order, please drop us an email at shop@driftworks.com or give us a call. Thanks for watching.